What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. And for this one, I don't have too much planned. I have a couple of run requests that have been asked of me that I could do. I have a couple of ideas of my own, such as maybe potentially revisiting a Magic Werewolf, which is a Skul idea I really want to show off the potential power of, because I think people, for some reason, heavily underestimate how powerful Magic Werewolf actually can be. I don't know, there's like a weird stigma around it, but there's other things I could explore as well. I have a few run requests that were made of me. Someone has come up with an insanely cool idea of a money hoarding run that I am very excited to maybe do in the upcoming runs I do as well. Also, I've been seed searching off screen for some really good Act 1 seeds, so I'm kind of stockpiling some of those up a little bit. And I'm like saving them on the side for later. So you might notice my dark quartz count fluctuating going forward. I might like have a run where I end it with like, you know, 44,020,000 or something, and then the next one I start it and I only have like this much. And that's just because I found a seed off screen that I found a seed in a previous, before that recording that I saved for later, and, So this is another run that was requested of me, or at least, like, I talked about this with another commenter. If I go forward with the, with this run, I'll put their comment on the screen, about Stun Alchemist. Because I think, personally, and this is just something I've kind of come to the conclusion of as 1.5 has really settled in, Stun sucks. Straight up, Stun is mostly just bad. Worse than Freeze. Unlike Freeze, Stun doesn't really have anything that like makes it truly pop or stand out. Freeze has Glacial Breaker, or Glacier Breaker, I mean, and that is like the standout item for Ooh, there's some stun. That's the standout item for Freeze. That really like kind of brings Freeze together in a way that that otherwise but without Glacier Breaker, Freeze is pretty mediocre. Whereas Stun has nothing like that. The closest it has is Aftershocks, which is a magic-based stun item, which is it's a good stun item. The real problem with Stun is the cooldown in between stuns that you can actually do. Freeze doesn't have that. Freeze has its own slew of issues, but Stun has it so much worse. Which is really just one of the big reasons why Stun is just not in a good spot. They need to fix it, I think. Stun is just kind of lagging behind everything else pretty significantly. I'm deciding here if I want to swap off of this and take this. I don't think so. Someone requested a basic attack focused Soar Gargoyle run. And if I'm going the stun route here, that I feel like that would be a disservice to that person. Because, like, you know, I upload a Gargoyle run and it's not even close to what they wanted. And then, you know, if I upload another Gargoyle run that quickly afterwards, it's also a little weird. So I'll pass on that for now and just keep marching forward with what we got going here. Maybe we'll be offered something cool like an ARCHLICH or something. Who knows, you know? Though ARCHLICH is more of a freeze-oriented Skul if you're doing status anything with it. There is the Thief run, but I don't think I'm ready to do the not ready to do the gold wealth hoarding run. The way the person requested it was that I don't have to. I can spend the money if I want to, but the way I'm thinking about this run playing out in my head is the only items I get are from item rooms, and all of them, like the whole entire run is based around hoarding as much wealth as possible. It just, to me, that sounds like the most fun way to do it. Alrighty. With all that said, let's see what we can do in this shop. I have a lot of things I can sell here. Do I want this? I don't think I do. Well, that was a mistake. I can still sell something. Okay, yeah, in that case, that was super worth it. I can get the Thieves Armor here. Thieves Armor, you're probably thinking, but you're kind of bending towards magic this run, so why Thieves Armor? Early game especially, it doesn't matter. Like, Thieves Armor is just going to speed up the process of getting through Skul for us, because it's just a very, very good item. But even beyond that, like, especially in the early game, even up to, like, Act 3, it doesn't really matter what damage type you're focusing. An item that's as powerful as Thieves Armor is still going to be putting in work for you. So always keep that in mind. Never be afraid to pick up items that are super powerful, like this item. Like, Thieves Armor is just kind of in a league of its own when it comes to usability and, like, utility. It's just, like, one of the best room clearing items there is in the entire game. Really unparalleled in a lot of ways. Can't think of many that are better. Gunpowder Sword, obviously. They have very similar effects, but Thieves Armor, especially in rooms, is just, like, excellent. Also, Sphere of Sniping is okay. Now we have Misfortune, which is pretty good, but Sphere of Sniping, unless we get another balanced skull, is just kind of mediocre, and it doesn't build in the direction we want to build on this run. So what's on the chopping block? We'll see, though. Alright, Yggdrasil, my good pal. Well, actually, he's a bit of a nuisance, really, if we're being completely honest. I don't like fighting him, if we're being honest. It's a waste of time, because he never actually stands a chance at beating me. Even if my run is weak, he just doesn't stand a chance at all. But we're just forced to fight him. I'm just super excited to see what they do with hard mode and making the bosses harder. Yggdrasil desperately needs a bit of a boost. Although I don't think they'd make him so hard that he's like first hero levels of hard, but also you never know. Who knows what they have in store for hard mode? That's why it's so exciting. We're offered Nias. I'm just gonna say it like that. I mean, we'll take it. At least we didn't have a quintessence before. But I will say that this is not a quintessence I'm excited to have. But, you know, it can do stuff sometimes. At least early on, it does stuff. The later you get, the more you realize it's not very good. But also, oh my good lord. There were like so many of those, dude. And oh my god, there's still so many. What is happening, bro? Jesus Christ. I never realized that there were that many fireball people in this room. Good lord. I guess normally I'm just killing them so quickly it doesn't even matter. Yeah. So when I started this run, I wasn't exactly expecting to be on an Alchemist stun run, if I'm being honest with you, but you know, here we are. We have had a lot of really powerful runs as of late, so it's always nice to take a step back a little bit and remember that, you know, Skul isn't always about giga power, like hyper damage runs. It can also be about runs like this, where you're doing something a little bit more unique, a little bit different. Well, there's the Lunar Ring. Am I really gonna... Actually, no, I should take this. It is a stun run. Yeah... But look at this item, dude. This is like the rare stun item that is supposed to like really bring it around and like put it like it's supposed to be the item that makes like that's the generalized kind of like the syringe or the book we just saw. Like there's certain items for the statuses that are supposed to like make them a little more generally applicable. And this is stuns, and it's like every 15 seconds you get a stun. It's like, what? That's so bad. Like, that's not good. That's not helpful. Come on, dog. Like, give me a break. I think I'm actually tempted to sell both of these, but I think I need the magic damage. Actually, this gives me magic too. I guess I'll keep both of them. I really should be forcing a stun dupe here, but we'll just kind of go with the flow. Any item from this is decent. That's the worst one, I think, but we'll be okay. It is magic damage, and I guess we have some arson action going for now. Not that I really want it, but we did decide in the end that we were okay with keeping those items, so that's on me. But, you know, it is still okay. Like, you know, I'm not worried about it or anything. We still got plenty of time to get some stun action going here. Skul the Hero Slayer giveth and taketh. Especially the slime, ever since they fixed his AI, you know. Back in the good old days in 1.3 where we could control his dupe. Now we can't. Which is for the better. Those were actually the bad old days. But still, you know, as overpowered as it was, I still miss it. I just recognize as a player who respects game balance that that, you know, it's for the best that we lost the ability to do that. Also, she's gonna ult. Maybe I should have stopped her instead of the cleric, but we're fine. I mean, I'm not worried about it either way. At the end of the day, she's still gonna get obliterated. And overall, pretty decent fight from both of them. But it was a little slow, but that's kind of like, that's going to be the norm on this run. Also, I'm going to upgrade my my werewolf first. Getting werewolf to unique is a huge step in the werewolf build. And now we know we have full magic. See, that's the kind of thing. Although I would have preferred hunt. And I might actually reroll for hunt if I find one of the NPCs. But we did get, at least we dodged beast leap. That's the important thing. Beast leap on a magic werewolf is just kind of useless. Doesn't really help at all. God, dude, the freaking alchemist's attack speed is so awful, man. Like, there's just, its basics are so bad. There's nothing you can do with them at all. You're just kind of like in between using the abilities on Alchemist. Earl actually did a really good video recently showcasing just how bad it is, where he like tried to do a damage focused Alchemist run and got to the point where like he did the burst damage against Joan, but then he did most of the damage to Joan, but he didn't kill her. And once she was once he did all the burst with Alchemist, after he was done, like, he was just stuck using his basic attacks for like the rest of the fight, and it was awful and slow. And that's just kind of Alchemist in a nutshell, really. It's just a very troubled Skul. Depending on the higher rarity of your 2 currently held skulls, your golden gain increases. So that's 40% increase. I will definitely take that. That's a good increase. But the thing I don't know about Stone, Stone Mask, and I don't think this is true, but it's like, just every time I see it, I consider this maybe potentially being the case. If Stone Mask, like, if it bases it based on what you had at the time you picked up the skull, and if you get like a legendary skull after you pick up the Stone Mask, if potentially maybe it never gives you the 50% gain. Because the way it's worded is kind of weird. It's like currently held, so it's like currently held when you picked up the actually, I think currently held implies that it's actively checking for it. So I think I'm just kind of reading into it a little too heavy. But it's something I think about every time I see it, every time I pick it up. I think I'm just like over analyzing it though. But that would suck if that was the case. Though I suppose you could get around it by dropping the Stone Mask and re-picking it back up after you get a legendary, if that were true. Either way, 40% gold gain is excellent, and I have not had too many opportunities to bring this on a run, so I'm very happy to see it. And if we can find gold incense burner, that we can up to 75% multiply our gold gain, so that would be fucking awesome, bro. Wouldn't have to worry about getting gold ever again at that point. We're kind of already there though. Even at this point, the multiplication that you get from it is really good. Oh, she's frozen. Whoops. For some reason, I didn't think about her being frozen there. My B. It's not my fault. Nias's heart kind of just a little bit kind of blows. Oh, she's unstoppable there? God, stun is so bad, bro. Stun is just so mediocre. We need aftershocks, especially. That's how you make stun decent. With an item like that, that's adding on to your damage potential. But the real problem with stun is just the cooldowns, man. It's so bad. They could lower it by about 5 seconds, and even then it would still be questionable. But at least it wouldn't be quite as horrifying to use. Like, it wouldn't feel quite as awful. But, you know, we're not here to complain about stun. We're here to enjoy stun and try and make the best of it. Really, the only alchemist I think I ever really want to play is is Stun Alchemist. I don't Freeze Alchemist is just dog shit. Arson Alchemist I could maybe justify using, since there's no better freeze alternative, or I mean arson alternative. The closest we have to Arson Skull I think is Bomber, which I think Arson Bomber is like decent maybe. I know Beals did a video on it. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it was okay. But either way, I definitely think Stun is best utilized by Alchemist. Really, it's the only skull that's decent at using it. Every other skull that has Stun on it is just kind of like an afterthought, like a Thief. Which we could have... Dude, I've done too many Thief videos. I did 2, like, almost back-to-back. So, sorry to the person who requested Stun Thief. I'm doing a Stun run without Thief, which hopefully you can forgive me. Also, that is a Cyclops. I know we're on a Magic run, but even then, Cyclops is still an excellent quintessence. So, with Cyclops, it's not so much about the damage. It's about the shield you get, and that could very well be a permanent fixture on this run, unless we see like Medusa or Evil Eye. Ooh. Little bit of lag. That's my catchphrase. Don't wear it out. Little bit of lag, baby. Oh, there's a ability change in PC. I'm thinking about it. I'm not unhappy with Magic Claw. The only issue is like we have so much damage potential with Hunt and Predation, and we're missing out on that. But there's also the possibility that we fuck over our next shot because we kind of low rolled doors on this run. We haven't gotten too many of them. We're going to be seeing the shop, I think, maybe in the next room. So, I think... fuck. I think I'm just going to leave it, actually, as it is. As much as I said I would take one, you know, let's at least free her, but I don't think I'm going to use her. Be careful. I just don't want to see her again. So, fuck it, bruh. Fuck it. Gotta be safe. I want to play safe, you know? It's more important to me to get a decent shop than it is to get Hunt on my werewolf. Maybe later on we'll see another one, and by that point I'll feel a lot more comfortable doing it, but like, especially because the shop is right here. See, I've just got a sense for it, guys. Like, I'm fucking just like mega mind when it comes to Skul the Hero Slayer, you know? Don't know what else to say about that. So Aftershocks, this is about the time where we could start finding it more easily. And we do still desperately want it. This could be okay, but nah. One more. I don't actually... Nah, we'll take this. We'll take treasure. Glowstone ain't exactly the best treasure item, I don't think. Does it have even... Yeah, it doesn't have any passive money gain. Not... You know, it at least gives us the chests, but it's not like, you know, Carleon Insignia or like Gold Incense Burner or Stone Mask. It's just like treasure for treasure's sake, which is fine. The effect also isn't bad. It's just not what I'm looking for. I want as much money as possible, but can't complain. Getting a Stone Mask very early is super, super, super lucky because it is a unique. So, you know, we've been very fortunate so far in this run. The only thing we're really lacking a little bit is what was I gonna say? Why did I blink so hard there? Oh, the only thing we're lacking a bit is Skull Shards. There we go. Not blinking anymore, baby. But Haxa Brain Farts, you know, if you're not used to the Haxa Brain Farts and you watch my channel regularly, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Sorry. Can't help it, though. God, give me something better than a freaking rare, please, game, please. Okay, so this is the nasty set of adventures. I say that all the time, but it's really just true no matter what you do, honestly. There's no good set of adventurers. They're all mean in one way or another. You always got to respect the Act 3 adventurers. They are the first real test for a run, I would say. Also, this is a very nasty ult pattern. They all got their ults off. Or he hasn't ulted yet, but she got her ult off, which how the fuck did I even damage her enough for her to ult? I haven't even been... I've barely looked at the fucking archer. What the fuck happened over there? Maybe I was just hitting her without realizing it? Let's catch them both in our golem here. I think we can stop him from ulting. Yes, sir. All right, all things considered, good adventures. And I am talking about it like it's over because they're... After you get it down to one adventure, it's basically just the Acton adventure fight all over again. Suanicio. Good lord, man. I do want it, but at the same time... Jeez. You know what? Yeah, let's bring Suanicio. It's been a while since I used it. I'm a big fan of Suanicio. Excellent quintessence. I still am not convinced it got better once they changed it from neutral. I think it got worse, maybe? Like, not in a super even notable way. But I think its damage got nerfed. Like, the damage potential overall got nerfed a little bit. Because I have done fights against, like, the Leonis sisters, for instance, where every time in previous versions when Suanicio was a true neutral damage quintessence, it always did half of the damage to the Leonis sisters, but I've done Suanicio runs where for some reason or another, let me read Suanicio. I don't know, actually, because I have done a run where Suanicio didn't do enough damage to do half of their HP, but that could just be because they maybe jumped off the screen or something, because it doesn't say explicitly that it changed the damage value, or like the damage value is like changeable with Suanicio. So maybe I'm just like wrong and it was just a weird interaction that for some reason or another caused them to jump off the screen before they could have the full damage of Suanicio done to them. But it was a very weird thing. But, you know, I think I'm just wrong, and Suanicio is just, like, they didn't really change anything about it meaningfully. They just changed that it now deals damage values that are not true neutral. Also, another Suanicio serving up for you. Suanicio is just so good because it deals like multiple instances of giant damage. You gotta love it. We could take this, but it's not what I'm looking for. Aftershocks, man. There it is. Excellent stuff. And also, we also picked this up, which picking up the Suanicio is now very, very beneficial for me. I'm glad I did that. I think we can say goodbye to one of the Manatech cogwheels. They're not doing too much for me. Now we can actually reasonably build the treasure 4. We also have Antique going on this run now as well. Our stats are starting to get up there. Very fortunate Pot of Greed here. Really is going to boost the run in a major way. We might even be able to get to treasure 4, like I said. There's I could still get quite a bit out of it too, so oh, okay, be a little careful there. Ooh, so let me read the text on this real quick. So it doesn't actually raise the potential for stunning. Like, stunning is still just so hard to actually pull off. One thing we really want, I think, to make our stun better is we want I'm gonna get, maybe, no, actually I should probably get, no, this is better actually. I want the rare Manatech stun item that like spreads stun out in a wave. That one I think would be very helpful on this run. Also, a little bit of lag. There's my catchphrase again. Hope you enjoyed. I knew it was going to be this room. For some reason, this room especially lags like just so fucking much. That's wow. Another legendary quintessence, Shadow Knights, which is an excellent quintessence. However, we already have Suanicio, and we're leaning magic, so, you know, not interested. God, look how far behind we are on our skull shards. There's a really high chance that we don't get both of these to legendary. Obviously, I'm going to raise my my Alchemist to legendary first, because this is the Alchemist run. You Alchemist heads out there have heard me down talk Alchemist so many times. You probably lost your minds. You were like, stop! Alchemist is so cool, bro. It's so sick. You just don't get it. You don't get it, man. Alchemist is awesome. Stop saying bad things about Alchemist. Like that semi-classic Sonic fan video, you're like Alchemist, like Alchemist, like Alchemist! Well, that's not gonna happen. I regret to inform you. I will never like Alchemist. However, you know, we're having fun on this run. And it is not doing too bad. We actually did decent damage there to the Chimera. We got the Aftershocks, which is good vibes. I love getting the items I'm looking for, which, you know, is never a guarantee. We are missing the hunt on our werewolf, but that's all peachy, you know, we can... Oh my god, it's such a narrow space. That was horrible. That was so bad. That was like just not a good scenario for me. Chimera might get to its second jump up in the air, which would be really bad for the... Like, it would just not bode well for the run. Nah, Suanicio is going to take him out, or her out, I mean to say. No, it's not, actually. Wow, I cannot believe it survived that Suanicio. Suanicio is not a boss killer, though. It's a room clear, so I guess that, you know, makes sense when you really think about it. We're no longer on the Mana Tech route, so we are on a Mana Cycle route, though. Mana Cycle is pretty good on this skull, actually. Especially with the fucking stun flasks having, or what are they called? Neurolepsis. Hope I said that right. I think I did. What do we get rid of, though? Maybe this? Though these are really helping with my room clearing. And, like, I picked up the Black Steel Dagger specifically for this. Suppose we could get rid of the glowstone, but no, because that gets rid of my mana cycle. Okay, well, we're in a bit of a pickle here. I don't know what to get rid of. I think it's gonna have to be this, but I think that will significantly make me weaker, and I mean like significantly. This is also on the chopping block, but that's like most of my magic attack. And we don't even have Mana Tech anymore. Ugh, fuck it. Leave it there. God damn it. Fucking 1.5 run building. It's so complex. But it is what it is. Game's better off for it. It just sometimes you come across decisions like that where it sucks ass. We're good though. Moving on to Act 4. Feeling kinda good. Skull shards are a big issue right now. Ooh, that's good. Free shit, basically. Or, you know, we do have a werewolf, which really does kind of make this really, like, it turns what could be a complicated puzzle into just nothing. The real issue with every time with this puzzle is getting past this wall here. I think that's always the case. Like, it's really hard to actually get a skull that can consistently easily get through that. But now we can just go back to Werewolf, and Werewolf has such a good dash that... Oh! Okay, well that was bad on me. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself on this puzzle. Already embarrassing myself. Shouldn't have any issues moving. Shouldn't have any issues from here, bro. I'm good at Skul the Hero Slayer. Don't forget that. I won with Harpy. Did you win with Harpy? I don't think so, buddy. I'm good at Skul the Hero Slayer. Say I'm good at Skul the Hero Slayer now. We're almost through it. Okay, the dash cooldown there. Almost. Good lord. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Lord help me. Fast forward. I'm gonna do this at hyper speed. You'll see. You know, there was never any doubt, you know. Also, how did you get there? Third time's the charm, baby. You know, as they say, third time is the charm. And we're through it. There we go. It was always easy. There was never any doubt. So this is a good item, but I never picked it up to actually use it. I picked it up for the money, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, maybe I could use this. We're kind of on a crit build here, but that's really counter to the overall vibes of this run. I need to swap off of this crit shit. Like, we're not doing a crit build. We're doing a stun magic attack build. So, we got a lot to fix about this run. But we got plenty of time to do it. We have a lot of money to work with. So, I'm thinking we're going to get there. We're going to be able to fix this right up quick and easy. Also, Gotta love the golem, the best part about the alchemist, and really the only good part about the alchemist, for being completely honest with ourselves here. But we're not gonna complain about the alchemist. We're gonna be very positive, have a nice outlook about the alchemist. He's a bro. That's the most you can say about him. He's nothing like the alchemist who created that chimera. He's a good alchemist. If such a thing exists, the alchemist that we have is that thing. All the alchemists in this game, low-key kind of assholes. So maybe this alchemist guy actually kind of sucked. I mean, we have his lore. Oh, maybe he's not so good. There are no failed experiments, only those that are incomplete. Well, that's, whew. Alright, and that's a hell of a perspective there, buddy. Have you seen the chimera? Maybe you shouldn't try and recreate goddesses. Man, just kind of saying, maybe that sentiment ain't exactly the truest thing ever spoken. Maybe there are failed experiments. We'll have to read Legendary Alchemist. Like I said, I'm becoming a lore boy, because I do have that video idea I want to do. I'm reading the lore more and more now. Skul the Hero Slayer, just a really fucking cool game. Little stuff like that. I even made my own fan skull, which I don't know if most people didn't see it, despite all the hard work I put into that. Barely anyone saw it, but I guess I can show that on the screen. I don't know. I made that just by reading so much lore and trying to like get a good grasp on how Skul the Hero Slayer works, and put together the best thing I could, the closest I could get to a real, like something that felt like it belonged in the game. And I did it by like reading stuff like this: a notorious alpha werewolf that makes quite a name for themselves with their pack. Good stuff, man. There's a lot of like cool little tidbits about the different skulls in this game. So this seems pretty good, actually. Very good. Actually, maybe not as good. I do think, like I said, I need to swap off this crit shit. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Get some actual damage going here. We still have one more stun item we need, which is this if I decide to take it, but it's not a good stun item. Not at least for the run we're on, but maybe it's the best we're gonna get. Like if I really want to go stun for. Well, deals an additional physical damage and increases physical attack, which we're not like we still have physical damage on this run, so I suppose it's not the worst. This could stand to go, I think. Like we're not on a run where we're like we're not using our crit really, especially after we swapped off of like Thieves, Black Steel Dagger and stuff like that. We could have maybe gotten rid of this, but I don't know, maybe I made the wrong choice there, but I don't think it was like such a horrible decision that like we put the run in jeopardy or anything. If anything, it was like a mistake, but not a bad one. Also, can I avoid the damage here? Nope. I tried. If you dash in the air long enough, you can avoid taking fall damage there. God, dude, our damage is so bad. Especially on like our basics and stuff. Really wish I had Hunt right about now, but... Oh, there's some stuns. Get some stun action going. I guess that was the sound. Ooh, okay. It also works on this. Also, let's go ahead and summon Suanisio. I think Suanisio here from it clears. Yeah, it killed both of them. A well-timed Suanisio will always be a very good thing. Oh, there's one of our legendaries. Actually, you know what? So I don't think this counts for the Lich run that I want to do, but I do think just getting rid of the Alpha Werewolf and bringing along the Lich here will be better for me. Because like we're not using our we're not using the werewolf in a way that really feels like it's doing anything unique for us that another skull couldn't do better. Like we don't have Hunt or anything like that, so Magic Werewolf run will come around again eventually, but this just wasn't the run for it. Also, that is actually doing shockingly good damage. The Warrior's Mace. That is actually, it's doing a lot more than I thought it would. Ah, oh, Jesus. I tried my best to avoid taking that damage, but nope. Oh, also, now we're getting double balance from our, the werewolf wasn't benefiting from the bonus effects on this, whereas now the skull we have is. So I think overall that was just a better decision for the run, getting rid of the werewolf. Even though, like, it is late for the ARCHLICH to come in, and, like, for the ARCHLICH fans out there, don't worry, I'm not going to make this, like, the ARCHLICH run. Also, ugh, okay, fine. But, we'll do an ARCHLICH run, a proper ARCHLICH run, as soon as I find a seed with it early enough, which, like I said, now I'm actively looking for, early, like, legendary skull seeds and stuff like that, so we'll get there, don't worry. I am now a proper skull YouTuber. I learned the glitch. I learned the life hack. Also, let's summon our chains here. I should. Oh, well, okay. Just dodge the chains, why don't you? Go ahead, you know. Not that you asked me or anything. Also, this is going exceptionally well. Although that missed, but can we kill her before she ults? We might. I think she was getting ready to ult there, and we actually did kill her before she ulted. That went super well. Good stuff. Now we can upgrade our Alchemist to Legendary, and we don't have to worry about a unique Legendary situation here. We got both of them to Legendary. 2 Nat Legendaries. Here comes the item I remembered. Unfortunately, that is not an item I'm willing to pick up. Hope Slasher is really good, but not on this run, I would say. Was kind of low-key hoping for the legendary stun item, even though, I'll be honest with you, it kind of sucks. And when I say it kind of sucks, I mean, it kind of giga sucks. It's, like, really not good at all. But, you know, it would have been interesting to have it along on a stun run, so we could actually see it in action. Which, when I say see it in action, that is, kind of, snarky, if I'm being honest with you. Oh yeah, now we have what does it say now it does? On explosion, a neuroplectic substance spreads to deal magic damage and stun enemies. Oh, awesome. That actually seems pretty decent. Like I said, Alchemist really feels like the premier stun skull, which also a little bit of snark in that, I'm not gonna lie. But like if any skull can work with stun, it's Alchemist. None of the other ones that just have stun tacked onto them. Also, God, dude, the Spokesman of the Mist has been popping off in my runs. She keeps giving me, like, the best upgrades. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. I'm just concerned. My luck has been a little too good, you know? Usually, that makes me think something's a little bit off. Just a teensy tiny bit off. Also, I think the shop is probably going to be here. I'm just going to go ahead and make a prediction. You know, just little old me making a in-game knowledge prediction. We'll see if it's actually true. Also, oh my god, we did so much there. Yo, are these stuns low-key actually not that bad? Okay, I was wrong. You know, I'm allowed to be wrong sometimes. I was wrong there. Oops. I can't. It took only 2 of those flasks to kill the enemy there. And he has a lot of HP, so... Yo, maybe low-key, Stun Alchemist ain't half bad. And not even, like, I'm not even saying snark there. Like, maybe it actually is not that bad at all. We'll see. Oh, dude, especially with this item's kind of popping off in a way I did not expect it to. Damn, son. Really weird. Oh yeah, by the way, here's like me showing off the thing I'm always bringing up. For some reason, if one of these statues starts in a room, like where you don't walk forward and they spawn in, if they're there from the start, you don't actually have to kill them. It's really strange. Don't quite know. I have theories of why it's a thing, but it's very weird. It's a weird little quirk about Skul. Let's see if we can get Dizzy 4 here. So far, so bad. That's Dizzy 4, actually. And we do need to swap off of this item, I think. Maybe not. And yeah, let's swap off it. We've had enough with it. You know, we had our fun. Gonna keep looking. What's this? Okay, useless. I'll buy some food here. This is most likely going to be our build. We did get there. Oh, we already had Dizzy 4. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Fuck. Ah, shit. I fucked up, guys. Oh no. Well, we can fix that in the Act 5 shop, I hope. You guys are probably fucking face palming there. Hey, you know, welcome to the channel for Hexa, you know? Not that it matters that much. The stone mask was providing us some money, but that's really about it. It was also giving us like 35 HP or something like that. Not a lot. It wasn't doing that much for me. And now we just have more access to stun, which I think does overall improve the strength of this run. Let's wait to swap until we break both of these orbs, but we might actually just... Okay, actually that didn't do nearly as much as I thought. But it's fine. We can still, like I said, even if that was a mistake, we can fix it. Let's summon our chains here. Hell yeah, buddy. You know, ooh, okay, well, we can just fix it like now, immediately. Look at our fucking strength right now. This is actually kind of crazy. I did not expect this to be a Giga damage run, at all. Like, that was not my goal going into this. And it still ended up being a Giga damage stun run of all things, which is really weird to say that out loud. But I mean, it happened. Also, maybe hopefully we can kill most of these left. This is like, I think I've said it before, this is like one of my least favorite rooms. It's like these rooms where you're like, there's like an invincible guy and he has a bubble around him and you're like running to the end of the level to destroy the bubble. I hate those rooms, man. They're so annoying. But we're through it, and it went really well for us. God, dude, this run's really strong. This is exactly what the commenter who was talking about, Stun Alchemist was talking about, and I think maybe there was something to it, you know? So if you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying the show. This is shockingly good. Let's see how it goes against Joan. All right, ooh, a little bit of lag. That's the best Hexa catchphrase, man. A little bit of lag, bruh. That's the good one. You know, there's some shit ones. That's the good one, though. Joan should not be a problem. Or the phase 1 might be a bit annoying because you cannot stun the pedestals. But at the same time, it's like, does it matter, really? We have, like, high damage regardless without the stun, so it really doesn't feel like we're missing out on too much just because we can't stun. I think I'll run over here and start dealing a little damage to this. Oh, damn, dude, we're actually destroying this. And she's giving me a really nice pattern, too. She didn't, like... she's kind of being a little bit mean now, but I don't think it matters. We're going to be out of here before she can do anything. That went super well. Holy shit. Very nice, Joan. Very rarely does she cooperate like that. So, thank you, Joan. For once, you're actually not so bad, you know? Maybe you and I can get along just yet. Dude, we're owning her! Dude, this is insane. What is fucking Stun Alchemist, bro? Like, hello? Was I wrong? Me wrong? How could it be? Good lord, that was really strong. Though also, this is a really lucky run, obviously. So you also have to take that into account. But, I mean, that went super, super well. Like, undeniably so. The potential for Stun Alchemist, I think, is actually pretty high. Well, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see moving forward. First hero is... I don't know. Usually, Joan is like a really good barometer for how the first hero fight's going to go. So, I don't think it's going to go that much different than the Joan fight just went, you know? I don't think there's any shot we lose. Not that that's like the be-all, end-all. Like, we also want to kill him pretty quickly, but... I'm not worried about this. Well, I don't think we can actually refresh this and get anything, so I'll just go ahead and buy this. Increases incoming damage for one map, so let's be very careful in the upcoming room. But, I don't think, like, this is a really easy room to get through without taking damage, so just summon him, let's chill out in the back, let our abilities do all the work, and we are through it. So, yeah, we're probably going into the first hero with max HP in both of our lives, so you tell me if you think we're gonna lose. I want to know, because, I mean, if you think I'm gonna lose, are you new here? Not to get too braggy, but, you know, I'm pretty good at this game, even though I did fall into that pit like 5 times. But hey, you know, who's thinking about that? That's in the past, you know. That happened. It's in the past. And now we're in the future, where we're about to fight the first hero with a really good build. Oh, I didn't take a picture, actually. Let me do that real quick. Real quick, I said. Thank you. Yeah, this is a really good kit. Very strong run. I'm really shocked, actually, how strong this run actually got. Alrighty. First hero. Chilling out, waiting on me as he usually does. He's a bro, you know. He'll never leave you behind. Actually, all the lore about the first hero makes him seem like, obviously he's supposed to be a really stand-up guy. Also, we are, oh my god, bro. Holy shit, dog. What is going on, bro? I think we're gonna kill him. I think we're gonna kill him before he can jump in the air. Good lord. To that commenter who said that Stun Alchemist is good, and I was a little skeptical. Sorry. Sorry, I was wrong. I believe you now. Aw, shit, I fucked up my hit list, but it's fine. I'm not worried about ever getting a hit list. It's never, like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't care. But I did notice it there. I maybe shouldn't have summoned my chains. That was, like, the mistake, but it's fine. God, this is actually shockingly good. Earl, you need to watch this, Earl. This is... I don't know what Earl's reaction to this will be, but I know him and I shit-talked Alchemist a lot in that video. This is Alchemist actually doing some pretty cool stuff. Although it definitely is the items doing the work, but the thing is that you have to consider is no other Skul can utilize stun like this. So this is like something very specific to the Alchemist. So even though it is the items, this is definitely an Alchemist specific thing here. So I will send this to Earl because you know, Alchemist low-key not too bad in this scenario. I gotta be honest, like as many negative things as I've said, I will be upfront when you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong, but that certainly makes me reconsider. So here's what I'm going to do with this windscreen. There's not a lot of opportunity to break this. I'm going to wait for my chains to reform here. I'm going to wait for Suan Isio. Maybe I'm spreading shit too thin here. We'll see. This is like a very risky windscreen here. There's a good chance I get nothing, so we'll see. I think I'll start off by summoning the Suan Isio. Like this. Okay, I fucked that up big time. Fuck. Way too early. This is awful windscreen. Oh my god, my windscreens have been so bad lately, bro. Oh no. They've been so bad. I need to get my shit together. Alrighty, this is Hexa actually recording this after I accidentally pressed the enter key on my numpad with my elbow. So I like I was talking with my hands, which is something I do. And I like moved my elbow downwards and fucking hit the enter key. It's stupid, but I accidentally left the windscreen, so I'll talk about it like post-recording the run, which is not something I normally do. So this run was really interesting. God, dude, holy shit, I cannot believe how strong this run ended up being. I actually am rethinking how I look at Alchemist now. I still think Alchemist has issues, but Stun Alchemist in particular, holy crap, man, that shit can pop off. If you get the lucky build, like with the Pot of Greed and the Nether Mana Suppressor, and just like other things like the Ritual Staff as well. I don't know how good the Aftershocks was. I wasn't actually paying attention, but the Warrior Steel Mace was actually doing quite a bit. The odd item out on this run was the Black Steel Daggers. I never got to replace them, but I mean, I'm sure they were doing something, right? Like the Black Steel Daggers are just good. Like you can slot them in on most runs and it helps. But I would have probably preferred if it was like a a wisdom item or something to improve my actual stats. I don't think we had wisdom 3, I believe, not wisdom 4. If we had wisdom 4, this run would have just exploded in terms of usefulness. So even as strong as we weren't maximum strength. So we could have gotten stronger. And to me, that just I don't even know what to say about that. The fact that that's true is just insane to me. That could have been much stronger. So commenter who was talking to me yesterday, and I should acknowledge this person. I'm sorry I don't have your username pulled up. You're a regular viewer and you comment a lot on my videos. I do appreciate your support. So thank you for being a viewer, and thank you for always having insightful things to say. And thank you for showing me the direction of Stun Alchemist. Shockingly good, and I mean, I'm stunned. Get it? But yeah, that was super fun. What a run. I hope people watch this video. For some reason, stun videos kind of tend to underperform, but this one, like, I have to clickbait the fuck out of this. That was kind of insane, and hopefully people see that there's so many weird builds in this game that are kind of underground that I think can come to the forefront and like surprise people. Alchemist has a little bit of life in him just yet, you know? Can't write him off. Just because he lost Flame Flask doesn't mean he's awful. He still has issues though. The Earl video really encapsulates it. But you can still do stuff with him. If I didn't have a support Skul like ARCHLICH to like kind of fill the low moments with Alchemist, that would have gone significantly worse. But like, fucking, I got it too. Fucking net buzzing around my head. I got fucked. Sorry, not that you guys don't give a fuck about that, but that was a good slap on my part. I'm just gonna say, yep, good run, good times. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you made it to the end, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. You guys are my most loyal fans, and I always like to give you shout outs and appreciate you. I really enjoy making these videos, and I'm glad people seem to enjoy watching them. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. We got some really cool runs coming up. You guys have been popping off in the comments with some really cool ideas, so we'll get around to those. That's really all I have to say, so thank you, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm still working on the ending screen. It's coming along very nicely, though. I think you guys are going to really, really enjoy it. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta.